right. Encouraging, helping.
Yep. There's a lot of... There's stuff. Okay.
Wait, what's this? Courage and integrity. Is that just a trademark feature?
Wait a second. I've actually... Yeah.
Oh, storm emerald. Yep.
Yep, so you can see where you are in the...
Wait, did they say
party.
they
Here we
witnessed
go.
a part of the Bionis falling off?
Yeah.
Interesting. So the debris is... It's not from the Mechanis, it's the Bionis' own debris.
There we go. Now
Well,
here's the...
Isn't this city on the thigh?
I think we're... Yeah, thigh...
I think it's supposed to be the thigh. I mean,
This
maybe
is
they'll
pretty
have a
far
map
down.
later. Yep.
Yep.
That would explain why things would fall from above. Oh, a heart to heart?
Yep. So there's different character moments that we find throughout the game.
Oh, that's nice. I always like the ability to have different party members talk.
Yep.
Hey, Shulk. You remember that time that we watched the sunrise? Right here. It was when we were quite young.
Yeah, I remember. We came because... Now, these are different... if I remember it, if we choose correctly, we improve...
We improve our... Well, the thing is, do we know enough about her to know about this incident?
Well, I know she has a massive crush on Shulk.
Of course. It should probably be the I invited you, unless she corrects you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Don't look things
I don't know
up.
if it matters too much.
Uh-oh, the hearts went down.
You don't remember, do you? And since when have you ever invited me to do anything?
Oh, I could have sworn that was what happened.
No, silly. I had a big fight with Dunban and ran right out of the house.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me now. If I'm remembering right. I want to say it's the lower one. This is part of the reason...
Wait, they got in an argument because Fiora wanted to marry Shulk? Is that what this is about? I mean, the even I got shouted at would make sense, because Dunban would probably be angry with Shulk too. You know, don't you dare marry my sister! Ugh!
Except for Dunman's, like, been pushing for it.
Really?
Well, he was the one that told Fiora to go bring him food.
Yeah. I just choose one.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to min-max this.
What? So the problem is if you don't get these 100%, you're never going to have a high affection rating with them. Hopefully.
I don't think it matters.
The
No.
thing is, how are you unless another character imparted this story onto you? Like if you happen to talk with Dunban about it and he goes, "Oh, don't you remember that time?"
Oh no, it is the top one. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the even I got shouted at. Yeah. You're not going to do the whole marry me business.
Yeah, Dunban was pretty angry. But I shouldn't have said I was going to run away from home.
You really had him shaken up. He was worried about you.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't have to stay... Oh, you didn't have to stay with me that night.
Of course I did. Besides, it was fun. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
He just jumped over the fence. Uh-oh, she almost jumped off the cliff.
Speaking of...
Wait, what? You don't die from the shock of hitting the water?
Nope.
I suppose not. It might be like many other games where water is just
Oh right, I
one
forgot.
of those
You get a
surfaces
boost.
that you don't get injured by. So these are the anthols. Yeah, they are ant creatures.
We're the best.
Yep.
We've definitely gotten stronger.
Okay. I might have to... I'm gonna quick pause this. I gotta switch these controllers.
The interesting thing about the ant holes is they're technically arachnids. Look at how they're... Each of their legs has two sets, so... It's almost like it's 8 legs. And then the giant 2 mandibles in the front.
That drift is painful. Might not be so bad in another sense. Yeah, these are enough. For tonight, at least. Okay. So we gotta kill some amount of these. Whoops.
I feel stronger. I'm really feeling it. Yay,
If I did that properly... Ooh. Oh.
all right. We can definitely do this.
Alright, so we're done with the Antles. Okay.
Target window for unique monsters.
Yep. So
They're
they will
much
have, like,
stronger.
a special nameplate.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. I know I can. Glad you're around.
So now we've got the Piran axes.
Yep, I see them.
They're not really... They're fightable. I'd prefer to go get
Wait,
Ryan first,
why
though.
does one of them have an eye on it?
That would be... So, the eye means if it sees me, it'll aggro on me.
It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, you still need to kill those piranhas.
Yeah, I want to go get Ryan, though. Because if I get Ryan, then I have a party of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a much better tank
that
than
one's
Shulk is.
bouncing.
Nopon are cute.
Mm-hmm.
There's a full-on Nopon town that we get access to later. That is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just slide. Nope.
No,
that's...
I do remember some of the races, but I'm not going to give them away.
Oh, interesting. I can
Or my
actually
knowledge
move
of
the
them
characters
away.
around. I mean, I don't think talking about there being a full-on Nopon town is spoilers. Heck! Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bad
Don't you
Ryan.
try
Ryan?
wielding it.
Mine! Don't
Ryan,
touch.
what are you doing?
Shulk! No, I'm just.
Let go of it. Did he hit her?
Ryan!
Yep.
Goodness.
She looks fine, though.
Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's broken.
What? What do you mean it's broken? Don't you care about me? I could have died.
You're not hurt, are you? The Monado can't cut people. More importantly, what were you thinking, Ryan?
Sorry, I came to ask a favor, but you weren't here. And I saw the Monado and...
I know I'm here a lot, but even I need fresh air sometimes. Is your body still feeling numb? We have to be very careful with the Monado. It's not a toy.
I know, man. I just wanted to touch it. Didn't know it would do that. Sorry. But is it true? The Monado really can't cut people?
The pattern in that circle. Or maybe it's a symbol. I think it shows which power the Monado has at the moment.
You think it's... a symbol?
Well, if I can find a way to increase the number of symbols, I should.
I'm sure that's all very clever. But why were you more worried about a machine than me, Shulk?
Well, I just explained why.
That's not the point.
Sorry.
Look at you, worthless without the Monado.
Until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
So, of course I want to get my revenge.
Your blade, it did not cut deep enough.
Visions of the future.
Shulk!
What on Bionis happened there?
Ryan. Fiora.
Are you okay? Does it hurt?
No. Ryan, when you held the Monado, did you see anything?
You know, like a blue blade made of light came out. Same as just now.
I don't mean that. A feeling like time had stopped, and then...
Time had stopped.
So, was it only me who saw that?
That sounds strange. Is it another Monado thing?
Who knows? Anyway, no matter how good a sword it is, that's what happens when you hold it. Looks like Dunban really is the only one who can use it.
I won't let my brother use it ever again. Not after what it did to him.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Anyway, the point is I'm fine. To be honest, this has happened a few times before. I've been researching the Monado for a long time.
Shulk, don't act as if this is nothing.
Look, don't worry about it. Anyway, Ryan, what did you want to ask me about?
Oh, yeah, old Square Tash has gone and put me on punishment duty. Fancy tagging along?
Punishment? The Colonel was pretty angry today. Did he hit you?
Well, whether he hit me is neither here nor there, really. Although, actually, he did end up hitting me. And that ain't all. He made me do 1,000 squats and sit-ups.
Whoa, nasty.
Yeah. And now I have to go all the way to the Magmal ruins and back.
So you have to go and collect the ether cylinders?
That's the one. They're used to power the mobile artillery. Looks like the damage has been repaired. They can't move without the ether energy. And it seems like the fueling station's all out of stock.
Is the mobile artillery that big machine that crashed in the residential district?
Yeah, probably.
You know your way around there, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah. Knew you would.
Hold on. The Magmal ruins are in Tephra Cave, right? I heard that there's a Mel lizard nest there. I couldn't take it if anything happened to Shulk. He's delicate. Not like you, Ryan.
What are you on about?
I'll be fine. I can take care of myself.
But...
Okay, I got it. I'll make you a promise. Shulk won't even get a scratch.
a promise doesn't mean much coming from you.
She don't trust me at all.
Nah, she doesn't mean it.
I love Ryan's eyebrows. They're always just like, whoop. Okay, so now we have the skill trees. So integrity, humanity, and intuition.
Oh, interesting.
So we can increase his block rating, which also lets him wear medium equipment. Let's see. Extra HP when reviving a party member. Oh, successfully completed quests award more HP. Or EXP. Let's see, increases chain attack damage. Let's see, tension gained at the start from battle affinity, agility up buff, start a battle with higher level enemies, reduces the weight of equipment, chances of fever when gem crafting. I thought this was bigger. Maybe it's under skill links. Oh, right, that's what it is. You can actually, like, Oh, do you only get access to one of these at a time? Oh, maybe you do.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because if you select one of those side ones, you could select the first slot from it, couldn't you?
Maybe? I forget it. Maybe it's just based on which one you're leveling at a time. But I think you get the effect from all of them, but if you notice, this is 44 out of 700. So it's progress.
Oh, SP.
Well, I'm gonna go with this until we get rewarding work. And then we'll figure it out from there. Let's see, medium equipment.
Enthusiasm, spirit, and diligence. I like how they have different stat trees. They're just based off of personality traits?
Yep. Okay, So I'm going to have him go down enthusiasm, because I want him to wear heavy armor. Okay, and we can also level up our arts. We eventually get a bunch of different alternatives to mess around with. I don't think we can get rid of Turn Strike.
So it looks like it goes from 1 to 10.
Yeah, it also does not look like we can... We can't level it up either, which is a bit of a shame. But that's okay. Let's see. Oh, level up. Here we go. So I have 200 AP, so I can upgrade backslash. Or grab some other things. That'll increase the damage by a smidge. I'll do it for the time being. He's got Hammer Beat, Swing Weapon, Draw Aggro, Punch him, Topple. This is the important one that I want to reduce the cooldown for. Because yeah, if you notice it says Suffering Break, Topple, that means if I hit them with Shulk's main ability, central ability, Turn Strike, then when he does Wild down, they'll get knocked over and I can hit him for 3 seconds to do a bunch of extra damage. I'll leave that for now, though. Okay, quick little thing. So at this point, we went off to go do a bunch of side quests for a while, because you kind of have to do them, especially early on in this game. And I was kind of struggling with this on how to handle side quests in general. And I've decided to kind of cut them out and move them to their own separate episode, mainly just because we spend hours in this series doing side quests. And honestly, for those of you that just want the story, I can entirely understand why you would want to see them. So I'm just going to have them labeled as separate episodes. It'll be episode 2.s. So pay attention to that when that comes out in a little while. Because that will be, I guess, the full playthrough if you watch all of those episodes. And if you don't want to see them, that's fine. That's what these episodes are for. You're not going to miss too much, mostly just us podcasting, and I think that's fine. But if it does feel kind of like we're jumping around, this is why. Anyway, with that, let's get back to the episode.
You forgot something. You will be needing the transport cases, right?
Fiora.
I'm coming along as well. I'd feel better going with you boys than sitting at home worrying about you. So, let's get moving.
I knew she didn't trust me.
Looks like it.
But we got on our highest fantasy outfits and everything. You don't match, Fiora. Go home. Alright, so now we've got chain attacks and some other things. But first, let's talk to this man. Going to the cave. Can you kill a willow button for me? Attack in packs, so it can be quite a nuisance.
A bunnive?
Cheers for taking that on. I'll be glad to see Tephra Cave get even a little bit safer. Alright, this is the guy that... This is just the go kill everything in there. Leave no survivors.
Defense force? Oh, well now that you've all the party members, there should be a heart-to-heart.
Every time we come here, it brings back memories. Same for you, right? Yep, we've been through a lot together, you and me. Oh yeah, you remember that time? You know, that one time.
When we had that big fight, or when Dunban told us off? It seems like a lot of these things revolve around Dunban, though. Even the first thing was about Dunban. So do you think it's when they had a fight, or when Dunban told them off?
I think they had a fight?
What did he say just before?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one. It's easily the biggest bust-up we've ever had. In all the years I've known you, nothing else has even come close. It was bad, all right. I'm just glad we made up afterwards. You know, for such a big argument, I don't even remember what it was about. We were really young. Probably just some silly kid thing. You're probably right. Hey, Shulk, you ever think about it? Not me bringing it up, I mean. Of course. I think about it sometimes. We never had that argument. I don't think we'd be friends now. That's just what I was thinking. We should have said something some pretty harsh things to each other. It was worth it, right? I mean, it's why we're such good mates now. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. You know, it's funny. It's funny how we think alike sometimes. I figured you were still angry. Nah, not anymore. But you did get on my nerves a bit back then. You were just too clever, man. Got under my skin. And I thought you were just this big, dumb brute. Hey, I guess that's what we were arguing about. Yeah, that sounds about right. But after all that fighting, we came out stronger. And we learnt about each other. You know, I don't say this enough. Thanks, Ryan. I couldn't ask for a better friend. No problem, Shulk. Remember, you don't have to hold back. You can call me Big Dumb Brute anytime you like. I'll take it on the chin. This is true. Heartwarming. Okay, skill trees. How are we doing on that one?
Oh yeah, humanity, integrity.
Ways off. Hey, he's got...
What's her traits?
Oh.
Courage. What were the other two though?
I forgot.
Oh, daring, courage, and zeal. Interesting.
I remember watching a video at one point talking about grinding these characters up to max level before finishing the first main plot quest.
Huh.
I don't think I am at all motivated to do so, but there's like level 50s down like around the lake.
Oh.
So you absolutely can if you want to.
It reminds me of those stories that I've heard of someone leveling a Pandaren to max, having never left the starting zone.
I still think that's absolutely insane.
It must be more difficult as time goes on, but oof. I think they just wanted the title of, you know, the only neutral person at max level.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Oh gosh.
Huh?
Look at all these new abilities he picks up. Let's see. I don't even remember which one of these I should work on. Probably this one. Let's see. Does she have arts? Oh, she does.
The Hidden Thorn.
Ooh. That is actually really good. Does she have some? Yeah.
I just like the name of it. I don't know what stats you saw for it, but...
Hidden Thorn, if they're knocked down and she hits them with it, it dazes them.
Oh.
The one... should be fine.
Tephra Cave. Whoa. Look at that guy.
Brag. Oh, we're on the Shin. That's where we are.
Ah. Oh, wait. Oh, the Shin? I thought for sure that we'd have to be on the knee or the upper thigh, because how else could this have verticality to it? You know, gravity would pull everyone down the side unless they were in a pocket of some sort, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's probably all sorts of holes and who knows what else.
Mm-hmm. Lap bunny.
Yep.
Willow bunny.
Turn around, you jerk. Oh, never mind. Unfortunately, aggro management is a real pain in this game. Up until, like, the very end, at which point it's not so bad. Because, yeah, initially, the problem is Ryan is just not a very good tank, and he doesn't have the requisite gear to be a good one. And that's hard to work with.
No. Ah!
Fine.
More assailants. And wielding clubs.
Okay, so we obviously were talking about, like, worst trope in JRPGs. I definitely would agree with, like, the harem stuff. I feel like that's more, well, I guess that is
it's a
writing
mixture of
focused.
harem and the just young female character with fan service written all over.
Is that more of an issue with Japanese media? No. Maybe?
I mean, you can have... So the thing is, in American media you would never, or Western media, you would never have a little girl like that.
True.
You might have, say, the Catwoman character, or a femme fatale or something, but they would most definitely be older. You just don't get small girls doing the stuff that you have in JRPGs and anime. You know? But let's see, other tropes in JRPGs that are... You're specifically saying things that we dislike, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I would say the villains that crop up again and again and again, usually the whole red oni blue oni situation where the blue oni is your rival, or I suppose sometimes it can be the red oni. If you guys aren't familiar with the red oni blue oni stereotypes, it's you usually have a main duo. One of them is the boisterous, naive, aggressive one, and then the other one is the cold, calculating, reserved, intellectual one. And so yeah, sometimes you have those juxtaposed against each other. But I really dislike it when you've been fighting against someone through the whole game and they do atrocious things, but there's a betrayal, there's a change of heart, something happens, and then, you know, you've invited them in your party and stuff, and so, oh, let's just neglect all the other things they did. But I suppose because they were double-crossed by the villains, it makes it okay.
That is straight out of Ni no Kuni 2.
Mm-hmm. But then again, most of those were mind-controlled. I
wonder if that game actually sticks in our mind as the game that probably has the most amount of negative tropes.
I don't know. No, I've seen this in a lot of anime.
True, but, like, the most amount of the ones we hate the most. Like, okay, so Xenoblade had bad harem. But apart from that, it actually didn't have anything else that I was really mad
what's
about.
Another thing I hate? The dispassionate, bland main character. Like the kind of emo guy that doesn't have a personality or anything.
So, Cloud Strife?
Kind of Cloud. I was thinking of the Persona main character that you were playing as most recently.
Yeah, he wasn't fully dispassionate. He did have a personality.
Really?
Yeah. The
I don't know.
Persona 4 character had more of one. There were silly moments. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of JRPGs try and make the protagonist to be this, like, stand-in for you.
So that they don't want them to have a... I mean, we already talked about this, the whole main character not having much of a personality or identity of their own, because you want the fantasy of being the character instead, or role-playing as them.
Let's see, do we want to go back and fight the huge Brog in here? Or did he peace out? Oh. Oh,
Whoa! The Cellar Bugworm? This is someone new. Someone we haven't heard about.
oh, we've got the full team. I'm gonna wait. It's level 10. We did okay with the mining button, so maybe we'd be okay, but I'm a little leery of getting my butt kicked.
Oh, do you know what's another thing I hate? This is a villain trope.
Okay.
When they do the long explanation speech, and I know this is very common, but when it is just the whole... Oh. Looks like we're in an inner sanctum.
Are these the Magmal ruins?
Haven't you been here before?
Nope.
The Defense Force often uses it for training, but I come here to do research. It's not really a place that people go.
Not surprising. There are monsters around here that use Mechon parts as armor.
Was this built by the Mechon?
I don't think so. There's a path for people to get in. It might have been a vehicle of some kind.
Like the Defense Force hover transports.
A vehicle? But it's so big.
It's amazing technology. I wonder what kind of people made it.
I ain't got a clue.
Let's keep moving. The ether cylinders are up ahead.
Right.
That was really cool music.
Yep.
I want to keep listening to ethereal chants. But what I was going to say is, you know when the villain goes on their long spiel, and they talk about their lofty goal, which is sometimes chivalrous in a way, or maybe I shouldn't say chivalrous, but they have this grand vision of a peaceful world, but they come to the conclusion that the very nature of humanity will always result in conflict and chaos and bloodshed and whatnot. So they do the whole, well, I'm either going to lobotomize everyone or kill everyone, and then, you know, make the world anew in my image. And then you think to yourself, but if you destroy everything and everyone, then what will be left afterwards? How will you have achieved peace then? I mean, I suppose the world will be more peaceful, but without a civilization, because it's very different from the villains who say just want to rule, you know?
I definitely would agree. It feels like there's a lot of villain... not a lot of writing goes into good villains. Just period.
I mean, there's the villains that are out for vengeance. There's the villains who are out for power.
But like half the time when it's a villain out for vengeance, they just come off as unreasonable instead of interesting, which always bugs me a little bit. This is 100% a spaceship.
Yep. Wait. So, does this imply that the humans crash landed onto the giant Titan and everyone's just their descendants? Potentially.
We made friends.
Also, these ones look diseased. Whatever they are. The metal lizards. I think it's just because they have those giant purple boils on them.
Oh, this is Ballside being given game. Okay.
And also, this is one of our largest pet peeves. The villain behind the villain behind the villain being the embodiment of evil itself.
I think that has worked in all of Persona. Oh, it's her now.
And I do dislike it when it's just some kind of evil spirit that inhabits someone and informs their choices, because then it takes away any agency that the character had.
I didn't realize Ryan was knocked down. Oh, that was less of a problem. There we go.
So, from what I've gathered from the minor inklings of the future that Shulk had,
Yes.
the very brief and fleeting ones, there is definitely some kind of old machine person stuck somewhere. Very long beard, possibly some kind of ancient immortal person. And it might be attached to the Mechon? I don't know. I mean, you don't reveal anything, but it was awfully suspicious. I mean, the Mechon and the Bionis are probably just locked in a battle betwixt life and technology. But to what end? Is it one of those situations where one spawns the other? And inevitably machines decide to destroy organics because, you know, they're impure, they are inferior, they...
Yeah. For people watching this, do not spoil this.
No
I know
spoils.
some answers. I know a lot of answers.
Yeah, he knows a lot of answers. I just like to speculate. I like to figure out potential plot points from small story snippets that we've been given from the game itself.
Okay. So, I'm going to pause for a second. We are going to come back here in a little bit. Now that we have the location for this area. Alright, that's the last of the side quests, at least until things happen. Yeah, I apologize those take a little while. I just absolutely do not want to miss stuff.
Heart to heart. Oh, nope.
We need somebody else.
Right here. Thanks for the help, Shulk. I'll start collecting them up. You two hold on a sec.
It's full of ether cylinders. Hey, why do we have to come all the way here to get them? Isn't there an ether cylinder fueling station in the colony?
Well, refining the ether takes a long time down there, and sometimes cylinderization fails. And there are so many cylinders here for us already. It's more reliable than making them ourselves.
Right. And Colony 9's anti-air batteries and mobile artillery are standardized for these cylinders, so they can be used straight away.
I see. You know, this place is in good condition considering it's ancient.
It might be that there's some form of technology being used to preserve it. It's just a shame we don't understand its secret.
Shulk?
But I'll solve it one day and show you. If it's just technology that someone created in the past, it's not incomprehensible. We'll come to understand it one day.
Don't go trying too hard. We can come and get ether cylinders whenever we need them. Besides, it's a good place for Defense Force training.
Yeah, so good that you didn't even want to come here without Shulk to back you up. Anyway, did you collect the cylinders?
Yep, all done. Thanks.
Just come by yourself from now on.
Shh, be quiet.
A defensive unit?
Are they Mechon?
I don't know. But it looks like we'll have to destroy them.
In that case, just leave them to me.
Wait, does everyone collecting cylinders have to face these, or is this a new Huh. The ancient machines. Also, does this ship continually produce them, or are they only... I mean, there seems to be one wall of cylinders that is slowly being depleted. I'm surprised they haven't used more over the years.
Well, I think they're being recharged regularly.
Okay, so maybe they bring cylinders back to have them charged?
Yeah.
And then they take them away again? Oh, interesting.
Also turning the battle voices off worked.
Mm-hmm.
Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm alright. Thanks to you and Ryan.
What on Bionis were those? I've never seen anything like them.
Could they have been Mechon?
No. I think they were something left by the civilization that built this vehicle.
They didn't seem like Mechon to me. But why did they only show up now?
I don't know. But they were probably built to protect this place. They might have been activated in response to something. But I don't think that something could have been us.
Please, let's go back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Me neither. And we've already got the ether cylinders.